Hello everyone, today we're going to be streaming the Halloween campaign. Right now I'm just testing the sound and visuals, making sure everything's coming through. And if it is, we're going to go ahead and get started here in just a minute. We're going to be running the campaign with these three gents. My wife actually just ran it with the three ladies that show up on the Halloween promotional material. So that would be Rogue down here. Got Claire in the other page of the box. Got Gosselin. They were a pretty good combo, so you can try those three out. As I hear confirmation that everything seems to be working, we'll be proceeding this campaign. And hopefully this stream will be going live on YouTube, Twitch, and Steam at the same time. Watch it on any of those. I won't be able to really see any questions that are asked, but I believe that my brother will be in chats, at least going through the chats to see if there are any questions. So if you ask them and you get an answer from someone else, that's who that is. My brother is the other developer in this game. His name is Paul. And together with my wife and my brother, we created this game over the span of 7 very long years. So it took us quite a while to do. We had a successful Kickstarter back in, I think, 2013. And then we picked up Publisher and Humble, and that's what allowed us to work on it for this long. So there's a lot of passion in this and a lot of content. You can see I have 6 pages of characters here. I'm not going to scroll through them because some of them may be, well, I don't have authority to show them, let's just say. So you can look through the Steam Workshop for all kinds of characters here. They come from all walks of life. YouTubers, internet personalities. Some of them are celebrities. Some of them are, of course, comic book heroes and heroes from myths and legend, animes combined.
The Q-bombs tore a hole in reality, and demons came through. I'm gonna put them back.
Mason here is voiced by none other than Ahmed Best, voice of Jar Jar Binks from Star Wars, the prequels. That was really cool. One of our main voices is going to come from John Delancey. He's the wizard for this game. He's sort of the DM, Dungeon Master. John Delancey is, of course, Q and Discord from My Little Pony. We also have Matt Mercer joining us.
Unless you are a lead sled dog, the view is the same.
And many other very talented voice actors and actresses that we were very happy to have. It's a privilege to work with them and with our composer, Gabriel Lefkowitz. And I think that another main thing that has been a highlight of my career is getting to work with Thor. I'm just a big B-movie buff, and they actually did some music for this Halloween campaign here. So it's going to be a lot of fun to hear that, but I probably won't spoil that in this run. That'll be here if you go all the way to the end. So let me just get confirmation here that everything is good. We'll get started. All right, and we're back and ready to go. Seems like everything is good. So let's hit that start button and confirm it. And for those of you just joining me, my name is Enrique, and I'm one of the 3 developers of this game. Pop-up dungeon. Trick-or-treating. The westering sun casts its last orange rays beneath a curtain of purple clouds. Been slim pickings, but you're determined not to miss out on a year of trick-or-treating. This takes place in 2020, by the way. current day. A strange tent sits in the middle of a misty street. On a different night, you'd have probably gone around, but after hours of candy begging, your pumpkin pail is still feeling light. If this is a fortune teller's tent, bound to be a few suckers inside, preferably strawberry flavored. Fortune teller has been waiting for you. Or at least that's how she'd like for it to appear. So here I'm able to skip the fortune telling because I've actually played through this campaign, but let's go ahead and listen to it. Tell me, fortune teller. See.
On the darkest night of the darkest year, the shadows will walk free of the light.
This is voiced by Elsie Lovelock, very talented voice actress and singer.
And the masks we wear will become our truths. The quest for confections that calls you is an ancient plan drafted by a dark god with no name. There are those who call him Sound for the season in which he wakes.
And how many people thought that this was pronounced Sam Hain? Because I know I did until I started writing this.
Every 1,010 years, the gnarled roots of his hands reach into our realm, searching for sin-rich soil in which to take. In 1010, the Nile froze as he arose from the sands of Egypt, but he was sealed away by the last magic scribed on the fading walls of the pyramids. The cycle before then, he was banished by the birth of a great light, and so has his grim intent been thwarted since the dawn of time. But this year is different. This time, humanity seems less inclined to resist the evil hands that would take us for their own toys. And so, if you wish to play, you'd better make sure of one thing, that you win. Now, touch the ball and receive a blessing that will keep you from Sound's corruption.
I don't know. Touch this ball? I don't know how many people have touched this ball tonight. Should use our gloved hand.
No, it must be skin to ball contact.
Skin to ball contact, eh? I don't know. I'm not gonna rub this strange ball here. Let's just walk away. Oh, got beamed. You march out of the tent and make it full 5 yards before the crystal ball comes screaming after you and cracks the obvious part of your skull. Stars climb down from the sky for a tea party. 1 lump or 2, you ask. Black out. You wake up in the middle of the street with a splitting headache. Sun has set, and the world looks different. How much time has passed? Strange voice is telling us, hey, what are you lying around for? Candy to be had. Who said that? Me. Where are you? I can't see you. Down here. Pumpkin pail. You pick up at the pumpkin pail by your knees. A few pieces of candy you collected resettle inside. The pumpkin pail's face comes alive to say hello, and you reply with your best blood-curdling scream. Ah! 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 What? You can talk? Even with my mouth full. Oh no, I've lost my mind. Well, you'd better find it quick, because here comes some geysers. Geysers? Geysers. Geysers are actually, it's like an old, I believe, English term, but it might actually be from the Americas for people who would wear disguises during Old Hallows Eve. We're called geysers. So here we are in a level. You can destroy props. If you see little pieces of gold on top of a prop like this, It means there's gold hidden on it, and if I destroy it, I get gold, or in this case, jewels, because my game is a little bit more advanced.
I have a few questions. Smoke pipes. I steam.
Uh-oh. Whoa, those are some good costumes. I don't think those are costumes anymore. So what's going on here, it seems like Samhain's magic has turned everyone's costume into reality. Right now I'm in the deployment phase, so I can pick up my characters and move them around. And just orient them in any way that I'd like. Over here I've got my turn order queue. So it looks like Anon, our internet troll, is going first. This is voiced by Charlie White, known as Moist Critical or Penguin Zero. Very funny guy. And then we have Remainder. He got a B on the Turing test, and as you can tell, he's voiced by just an actual computer voice. And Rob is a zombie, so Rob Zombie. Here we go.
My body is Reggie.
So there's a reaction. Rob actually reacts to somebody else starting a turn. He takes a negative to initiative, which is, you know, how you determine turn order. But he has a reaction that whenever anyone else starts a turn, he gets to go next because he boosts up his initiative. And it doesn't always get to that point, but it almost always gets to that point because he just gets 12 initiative. So we're going to start this up. Now, I have a lot of cards here because I'm playing in a more advanced way, but you'd start off with 3 cards typically if this is your first time around. This is not a great campaign for a first timer because it's set to hardcore mode. So that means if I get hurt or if I die, I'm not coming back. I've got to find a way to heal myself outside of combat. Normally, and just a standard version of the game, you will be able to just heal up right after every combat, and if one of your guys dies, then you know they come right back. The dot over this guy. This is a little sort of paper that comes up over the head of the target. Tells you exactly your chances of what the card is going to work. If I want to custom activate, I drag out the card. I can select the target and then where I'm going to activate from. So here I'm going to detaunt and taunt. This is a very trolly ability. It's called just trolling. I can only activate it from this one green spot here, so I'm going to do it. It both forces the mechanic to attack me and makes it so that he can't attack me. That's what detaunt does, is makes it so that they can't attack you. So in essence, they can only walk around and use friendly abilities. Now, Rob is a really strong character. I'm going to move right here. Use my little spin wheel just to gain mobility here. Move forward. And then I'm going to start attacking. Now, he has this combo that he can do where he attacks the target and grants air power to the target as he's damaging it. And that right there is just called a scope negative. And that means that you can basically give something positive to get a little extra power to your negative, which is damaging in this case. Now, this isn't set to extremely high difficulty, so I'm doing okay here. It's not going to be a big deal. But later on, as the campaign gets harder, you'll see that that might come into play. So right now, let's go back to the dialogue for a second, and I'll explain more later. The fortune teller says that the masks will become truths. Are you implying that we just off some trick-or-treaters? And wait a second, how'd you hear that? I was there too, I just couldn't talk yet. Who or what are you anyway? My name is Ken, Pumpkin, but your plastic pumpkin pale pal. And other pale, all other pales pale in comparison. All right, I'm just gonna leave you here then. No, wait. Take me with you. I'll keep your goobers safe from these grabby ghouls. Fine, you can come along, at least until I figure out what's going on. Now to find my way home. So we got our first quest, which is to find our way home. Now I'm getting equipment after you defeat enemies. As you saw, you get equipment. Excuse me, I'm having a little cold brew here. This is my morning, believe it or not, even though I'm living in Texas. So, I can look at what I get. If I hover over, you can see that this has fake news on it. This is an ability that I would get with this piece of equipment. It's highlighted red because since I'm at a very high level, I'm actually able to start off with legendary equipment. So it'll be a while before I get an upgrade, maybe a couple of fights. But then, you know, I start upgrading again as the equipment sort of gets out of date. Then at the end of a level, you get a level up, and you get these sort of books. This book here affects an ability directly, so I can just upgrade one of my abilities. I can come out and select it. It only works on permanent abilities, not abilities granted by a piece of equipment that, of course, you could replace just one level later, and you would have wasted this book. So let's see. One of the things that I want to make sure that we do is keep this trolling good. So let's keep our trolling powerful. This is a trap here. Let's see what people can do with it. 109, 109. Looks like everyone is pretty much doing the same. Let's put it on someone that's going to do melee. Probably Rob. So now I'm going to be able to travel here. You're still not sure what's going on, but you better get home before things get any worse. So once we click here, we know we're down here in A7. That's the little sort of tent. So we can go to the north to the graveyard, or we can go east to B7, the road. That's the sort of options that we have here. So it'd be pretty wild to go into a graveyard on Halloween 2020. Given that Samhain's magic is afoot. So let's just head east. You can go to the graveyard if you're brave enough. Now, this campaign here is a free expansion. We have two other story-driven campaigns that are very long. Well, not very long, but, you know, 8 hours-ish. You can play them in 4 hours and maybe even 2 if you're trying to speed run them. But, yeah, especially the second one, which is called Run Home, can run 20 hours if you really want to explore it all. This one can also be very long if you want to explore it all, or you can take a quick path home. So here's another choice to go north into the graveyard or east. We're going to continue east, and we're getting lucky here with the empty roads. We can run into all kinds of encounters here in the roads. And now we see our first house, so let's go trick-or-treating. There's no amount of magic is going to hold us back from trick-or-treating. What? No answer? Come on. So all kinds of things can happen when you go to houses. You can get, of course, tricks and treats. So now let's head east out of the house. We're going to go visit the convenience store and maybe get candy that way. If we can't get it for free, maybe we can buy it. Looks like business is either really good or really bad. On a night like this, I'm going to go with really bad. We could ask that clerk to be sure. What happened here? Dude, I hadn't had a single customer all week. Then a gang of crazy kids or something came in here and tore up the place, legit style. But it's 2020. You're going to get that. At least they were wearing masks. Really good ones, too. Made me think the week-old nacho cheese I had for breakfast had turned. Are you still open for business? Sure, dude. Looters didn't leave much, but there's what I got. Ah, here's our candy. Let's get a candy bar. It says it's not intended for individual sale. Hope that's cool. Get more info on a candy bar. Candy bars? Yeah. I don't believe in nougat. So, you buying, dude? Well, that's about all the information you need on a candy bar, I guess. I'll take that candy. So in this campaign, candy is actually how you heal. So if I was hurt after combat, I'd have the option to heal when I'm traveling by eating candy. So I can also buy crowbars, flashlight, shovel, slice of cake. And mace body spray. What's that? Let's hear more about that. It's a real special scent right there. People who made it were tried as war criminals. Give me more info. It's called mace. Like pepper spray? Well, it's supposed to be a body spray. But you might as well spray yourself with mace. Nothing will come within a block of you while you're wearing this scent. Want some? Yeah, let's take some. Sounds very useful. And we'll take off. Done shopping for now. Adios, dude. Now, we could also sit here and talk and ask about all sorts of things that are happening in the neighborhood. But for now, let's just go ahead and start traveling. You can explore that on your own time if you'd like. So we can head north into the playground, or we can head west or south. Let's go visit the Undertaker before I get too ahead of myself here. I'll go ahead and spray myself with some mace to keep the ghouls away. Head north, and then we'll head over to the Undertaker. I have 7 more free passages. So I march right up to this grim home and ring a coffin-shaped doorbell. The plaque below reads, Undertaker and Crow Enthusiast. Good evening. You look like someone who could use a mint. Excuse me? Apologies. I don't mean to insinuate that you have bad breath. Although you do reek of some dollar store armpit spray. Oh, he caught me with my mace. I just mean you look like someone who might die tonight. Is that a threat? The very opposite. I intend to help. Take this death mint with you, and in the event that one of you may expire, simply place it into their mouth. Refresh them. Mask the smell? Resurrect them. Now that's a curiously strong mint. Of course, I hope you won't need any more, but if you do, I'll be here to sell them to you. Much. Well, curing death is not good for business, but the proliferation of undeath is even worse, so let's strike a bargain. How does $3 strike you? $3 for a resurrection? Man, my HMO's been ripping me off. Unfortunately, I don't have the cash on me right now. Oh no. But I'll be back. Shouldn't have bought all that mace. But I do have a mint now, so let's eat. That'll keep me safe in case I get attacked. The mace only keeps you safe on the streets here from random encounters. But we're going to try to head over to a nice trick-or-treating street down south, maybe? So this campaign here works kind of like in a Might and Magic style. You are able to travel northeast, southwest. You know, some of these places will block you off, so you can't, you know, go straight through a house or something like that. But for the most part, you can travel northeast, south, and west whenever applicable. And you can create maps like this as well. This is just one of the ways that you can use the system. Let's go see if we get anything from this house here. Ah, 0-hour energy. Gain AP if you end your turn at 0 AP. Action points. So AP is action points. I can also get candy. I can check how much candy I have here. I already have 4 candy, so let's just go for that AP business. So now we've got that upgrade, permanent upgrade for the rest of the round, or sorry, for the rest of the whole campaign here. It's not permanent for the game, but is permanent for this run of the campaign. So now, Evan, we're gonna visit Upa's house.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Trick or treat?
Nice costume. Say, you wouldn't happen to have a necklace, would ya? Looks kinda like a blue bullseye.
Oh, why? She gives you a sniff.
Yeah, weird. You seem unaffected. The pendant is an evil eye amulet.
That doesn't sound good.
Actually, it protects you from Sawin's curse.
Oh yeah? Then where's yours?
I don't need one.
Why not?
Because I'm already cursed.
Begin to draw my weapon.
Whoa, not like those trick-or-treaters. I'm a werewolf.
Oh. Never thought I'd be relieved to hear my friend is a werewolf. Thanks, 2020.
Just that kind of night, isn't it?
Hey, how do you know so much about all this stuff?
Dude, I've seen like every bad 80s horror film ever made. And I'm a werewolf.
All this time I had no idea you were a werewolf.
It's a recent condition.
How did it happen?
3 moons ago, on a night when the clouds crawled the forest floor, I took a shortcut through the woods on the way back from your house. Then I saw it. Wisps of mist dancing like ghosts in the blue and gold glow of a schlockbuster video rental hut. I went inside at once and was not disappointed.
Good selection.
Amazing. Aisle after aisle of sequels to movies that no one's even heard of. So I picked up The Howling 7 and raced home. I was so excited. I dusted off my old VCR, popped some corn, and deaded some milk. Turns out the movie was not good. I got as far as the chili scene before I marched back to Tomahawk Jam that return slot. When I got back home, I realized that I'd forgotten to rewind. And I've been cursed ever since.
How you become a werewolf for sure. I didn't even know schlockbusters still existed.
They don't.
Oh my goodness, how spooky. What else can you tell me about Samhain?
Only that if he's not defeated, it's gonna be like 2020 forever.
How do we defeat him?
Same way you defeat most things. Punch him hard enough in the face.
He's not weak to garlic or salt or something?
Dude, the Colonel's 13 spices wouldn't even give him a mild sneeze. I'd help you, only...
Only what?
He'd trap me with his silver chains. Only way to overcome that is by becoming a vampire. But then he'd knock me out with his garlic breath. And only the wards of a witch coven could counter that.
Talking about becoming a tribrid?
That's right. Only the unholy trinity of werewolf, vampire, and witch can stand against the old one.
Goodness. Sounds like a quest to me. Any leads on this quest?
Isn't your neighbor a Dracula?
What? You think he's a vampire? I thought he was just a Nick Cage fan.
It's a fine line.
So, trick or treat?
Sorry, ever since I went moondog, I haven't had much of a sweet tooth. Oh wait, I do have something that might work. BRB.
A minute later, she returns with what appears to be a raw toaster pastry cut into the shape of a bone. Several rogue hairs have glommed onto the spilling filling. What's that?
It's a Pop-Tart.
Oh no. That's not going in me.
Oh, you have a talking pumpkin pail? Cool.
Thanks. Alright, catch you later, Chalupa.
Please don't call me that.
So that's she's voiced by Alison Pregler, also known as Obscurus Lupa, Movie Nights channel on YouTube. You can check her out. She watches a lot of bad TV shows and movies and things. A lot of fun. That's Movie Nights on YouTube. So, shall we eat the Pop-Tart or throw it away? Let's eat it. Come on, we gotta eat a Pop-Tart. And now we've accepted the curse of the werewolf. Looks like we're gonna be buying our razors in the bulk aisle now. And I get an achievement sticker. So that's going to basically, you're going to get to see it here in a bit whenever I enter a fight. I also get the Evil Eye pendant since I learned about the Evil Eye. You're going to see that as well. Whenever I go into a fight or transition and those big old doors close, it's going to be a sticker that's going to be on there. And those stickers will be randomly an assortment of whatever sort of shows up. Whichever achievements I've had. Oh, I ran out of mace. Like we got trick-or-treaters. So here we're going to see the stickers. I'll show you what I mean. So here you can see a lot of different achievements that I've got. You got the werewolf there on the right that we just got. And when you get enough of them, you'll just have a random assortment. So let's see what kind of crazy enemies we run into this time. A Gorgonzola, Hog Dog Rider, and a Usarianiki. So we're going to right-click on them. This is how you inspect them. You can look at all the things they've got here. You can also right-click to inspect any ability and see what every little thing does. That's a great way to learn the game. Again, I'm on a little bit more advanced setting here simply because I've been playing the game for about, I don't know, 12,000 hours. So my game will be a little bit different than yours, perhaps, if you've just bought it. I, again, don't super recommend this campaign in particular to start with because it is hardcore mode. But it is a fun campaign, so as soon as you're familiar enough with the game and you're up for the challenge, when you're ready to accept the challenge, that'll make sense to you if you actually play through this campaign, you will actually be able to give this a go, and it's a lot of fun, maybe in time for Halloween. So let's go ahead and rampage through these guys. I don't have it on a very high difficulty here just because I don't want to be too taxed as I'm speaking to you. I'm a limited human being. And to execute fine strategy and also talk about it, and I'm not a chess master here exactly, so, nor am I a stream master, so both of these tasks pretty much tap out my brain capacity. So I've got it set to a fairly easy setting. You can control your difficulty at any time by just hitting the options, and of course going into your options here, setting your difficulties. You got all sorts of options there, so just don't be afraid to set it to a point where you enjoy the game. I won't hold it against you if you play it on easy, and of course you can come on to our Discord and tell us about how awesome you are playing it at Galaxy Brain. We got a few pros in there that'll give you some tips if you need them. Bam! That's a pretty powerful combo attack there that you just saw. You can design your own character, design your own abilities. So there what I did was I attacked and added air power. Then the other one takes away the air power as I attack, and the third one capitalizes on everything that I've used. So here we're already getting a little bit of an upgrade. We would get it's a side grade here because we don't really need that aim. Once you're this high, the only thing that you're going to need that aim for is breaking through cover, which is kind of the defense against aim. So I'm going to go ahead and just sell it anyways. But obviously, if you're just starting the game, you're going to be getting upgrades very quickly.
Oh, I saw this on the crypto market.
So here we are getting support. Support helps. It's a type of power that helps anything that is not going to be a damaging or kill move, basically. So it's good for everyone, but I guess we're going to give it to our a non-internet troll here, so he can keep that taunt going. Got to keep it going strong. So we got some more trick-or-treaters now that we've run out of mace. And this tile set here is our post-apocalyptic street. Music by Gabriel Lefkowitz. Very nice. Destroy these props here. A xenomorph. Byakko. Oh, two Byakkos and a xenomorph. Now that Byakko has a reaction that is pretty nasty if I try to move into range. I'm going to have to try to kill one and disable the other if I'm going to want to try to get in on him. He's also going to be mostly immune to air, so remainder is not going to be a great option here. But we'll see what we can do. Maybe we can bust through with our armor penetration. Armor penetration helps you get through defenses. Go. So we're going to try to see if we take one down. Hopefully we get haste. Okay, we did. So haste allows me to basically use an ability twice. That's really the simplest way to do it. It's represented by this little green stopwatch in the middle. So I actually have 2% chance of hasting again. That's a very low chance. The more haste you have, you can use more, an ability more times. What it's actually doing is removing cooldowns. So if an ability has, let's say, 2 cooldown, then it's going to be only usable one time. But otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to use it at the beginning, because at the beginning, none of the cooldowns have ticked. So if I start off with an ability that has 3 cooldowns, I won't be able to use it the first round, or the second. I'd use it the third, as I'm ticking off a cooldown every round. So again, this is just kind of romping here, because I'm able to detaunt and taunt both of them. And since I used all of my AP, you saw that little AP flash there. I got my AP back thanks to that special candy that we'd found earlier. So now we're going to come in here, and you can control the speed of the game at any point. So let's say I wanted to go fast and bust through this. I can just do that like so. Let's see if we can reach this Xenomorph. Well, normally we cannot, but I can use my spin the wheel and push myself forward to get that power punch in. Poor Rob, has he even gone yet? I think it's just all remaindered and on. They're just so powerful. Rob Zombie being left out in the cold. Poor Raz.
That's 33 kinds of wheat.
So again here, I don't really need that aim right now, because I'm not going to run into things with that much cover probably. And if I did, I still have some armor pen. Back defense. So now I'm going to be a bit of a turtle here with Remainder. I'll give it to him since he's going in. So let's go ahead and keep heading east. I would recommend trick-or-treating in every house that you run into, but I'm going to try to get to some more unique content here for you. So I found a loose manhole. Go through this manhole. If I had the right tool. I wonder where I could get that. So I'm going to keep heading east into more trick-or-treaters. Seems to be a party going on down the street. I'm going to see if I can get to it. Treasure.
You can tell by my size, I'm very successful.
All right, we got a compactor, we got a steam tank, and we got a young witch.
Hey man, your mom says it's bedtime. My body is ready.
Let's do it.
It's your boy.
So the first one to go is going to be the young witch. See if I can hit her with a troll on the move, but I think I can do it. She's gonna maybe react to it. She does. But I'll still get her. Then we're gonna hit... Oh, let's start up the compactor here. We'll hit up the steam tank with some fake news. So there, I just went through that absorption shield. That little shield that was going around him was just an absorb. Let's spin the wheel. Uh-oh. It was diagonal. Ah! Alright, I'm over here now. Let's see if we can finish off Compactor. He's got to react still. I think it's... Oh, it's on death? Oh, okay. Others death. Well, let's hit him up. You can tell things have a reaction by this little react tab underneath their health bar. You can look at what it is. Oh, looks like I'm going to get a little bit of feedback here. That's all right. I think we can handle it. And this is just a romp. Let's see. I'm going to crank up the difficulty, and you guys will have to forgive me if I die. But we got to give you a show. Oh, look here. So here we're running into upgrades now. We're getting 23 air power out of that. That's very good for him. Here we have a legendary hard hat, but let's see. Probably not going to be something I'm going to want to replace here, even though we do get really good cover out of it. Definitely an option. And we have an interactable prop here. It's just a little treasure chest. This one is plastic quality, so the loot probably won't be too great, but nothing to use. You can go all the way up to gold quality. That would be obviously better loot.
Oh, I saw this on the crypto.
So we can actually get more uses for our BIOS. That means we're going to trigger that sort of reaction more than one time.
3 kinds of leet.
And we'll give one to VPN as well, which is a transfer. That basically is also known as a burden. Is going to transfer the damage that he would receive. So let's see about our difficulty here. Let's do Grandmaster to make sure I die. I might not. Okay, so now that we're going Grandmaster, we better take it a little bit more seriously. Get some more candy in our pumpkin. Head south. And once you've visited a road, you have less of a chance of running into an encounter there. So we're in K7 now, and above us is a party. Head north to the party house, see what's going on over here. A fox man answers the door. A monster! Whoa, chill out. Just a costume. I mean, you're not really a fox? No, but I'm deeply flattered that you think I am. You wearing one of those evil eye pendants? Don't even know what one is. How come your costume hasn't become reality? This costume is my reality. No, seriously. Are you not aware of what's going on out there? People are actually becoming whatever costume they're wearing. Huh, sounds awesome. It's not. Well, anyway, your costume is a little unorthodox, but you can join the party if you'd like. Look over his shoulder, you see partygoers dressed in similar outfits. Sure, let's party. A small suburban home is filled with middle-aged men in mascot costumes. There's a kiddie pool in the corner filled with what you hope is sand. But at least the music is pretty chill. Sudden death. Just a few minutes later, the party comes to an abrupt end when the fox man's mask is found in the sand pit with his head still in it. What? Robin, no! Somebody straight decapped Robin. His name was Robin? Had to be that new guy. Yeah, that new guy. Look at those eyes. Those are killer's eyes. And what a murderous chin. Okay, I admit, I killed a few geysers tonight, but that guy wasn't one of them. Oh, Robin, why? Where's his body? Wait a sec. I know what's going on here. One of you didn't believe enough in your costume. Who is the wolf in wolf's clothing? So for those of you just joining us, everything you see here, including all of this cheesy dialogue and the music and the images and everything, including all of my abilities, my characters, my enemies, can be created by you. This game here is a system, basically, to create your own tactical RPGs and tabletop RPGs. You can actually create an RPG or interactive story that has no fighting in it, if that's what you're into. Or it can be just pure combat, back to back. No stories, no BS. Uh-oh. That's a lot of mascots. Care to clue the rest of us in? Certainly. it appears that these partiers' costumes didn't become real because they already believed them to be the truth. But someone here was a pretender, not fully committed to the suit. So Samhain's, see there I go saying Samhain, Samhain's curse has begun to take root. That makes perfect sense. Does it? Alright. Let's say that it does.
You think my KD ratio cares about age?
Alright, we're gonna have to face tank with Rob over here. Now, this Kangaroo is very dangerous. But I guess I can actually go ahead and check. I'm at 12. Ooh, he's at 29. I'm not going to be able to... This is going to be a tough fight. You see? This is what I get for going Grandmaster. I'm going to die right away. Let's see.
My body is Reggie.
7 range. We're going to try to stay completely out of range here. See what we can do.
You think my KD ratio...
There's no way I can stay away from that Kangaroo, I don't think. But we'll try. Here we go. Oh, he's confused. Interesting. Rookie peel out. That's good for me. Uh-oh. What's he doing? He's attacking his own friends. Uh-oh, Kangaroo. Uh-oh. Sneezy cake. Okay, we're out of his range. That's good. That Kangaroo is very deadly. But so am I. Good night, sweet child. The world just lost another Hulkamaniac. Whoops! Guess that wasn't the right one. Oh, right, I was trying to figure out who was the killer here. What a faux pas. Get it? Faux pas? Not now, Bucket. Well, the world just lost another Hulkamaniac. Might as well take on all the Hulkamaniacs at this point, since... Uh-oh. Balloons? Sudden balloons. See about that. Oh! Popped. Activated my Scrapper Keeper card. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to reach him now. We'll try to spin the wheel and see if we can get to him. Yep. Looks like we will. In fact, this. Get one more Scrapper Keeper. No, sorry, spin the wheel in here. And move forward. There we go. We're in on him. We're in on him now. Don't want a remainder right next to you at a party, that's for sure. Now, which one of you gave me those balloons? I think it was you, Octopus Man. Uh-oh. Cruel cat. Cruel cat.
Gotta keep it cruel, Daddy-O. I'll get you. Yeah.
Oh no.
Let's do some exercise.
You're not gonna go through my field there. So let's see. We're gonna just try to take him down. I think we got him. And we left the only person who we should have killed for last. Now you may not want to take such a stupid approach to this encounter when you play it, but...
What? You don't follow back? Oh, a bit of a sneaky move right there.
that's what we call role-playing. So Rob... Oh man. Still Rob has not attacked a soul. He's such a good zombie. Could never hurt a fly. Uh-oh. True form. You know what? Not in Remainder's house. Not in Remainder's house at all. Now, the charms I have, and charms are what you get for playing this game for a while. They're the permanent gains. I'm going to show it to you at the end of the stream here. It's a really nice little system. Make me very, very powerful. So that's why I'm kind of wrecking things still, is because I have... actually, let's compare that. Yeah, that sounds fun. And we just double click there to go through it. And before I read this, the charms are something that you get after every encounter, or sorry, rather after every run, and you can put them on your necklace, and they give you, you know, different bonuses. Some of them are unique, some of them are just sort of stats that upgrade, but they make you very powerful, as you can see. Oh, looks like this party's over. I'd say so. Question is, party favors at? You're a stone cold pumpkin pail, you know that? Hey, I was built to hold candy, not mourn the fallen, not mourn fallen furries. Fair enough.
Oh, I saw this on the crypto.
All right, so we're gonna go with just trolling, more mobility. We'll give Rob some mobility so he can get in there. See what this would do. 223, 223, 6. We'll give it to Rob. We don't need any more abilities with Remainder. He's got a lot of attack abilities. Party's over. My way out, I'm gonna grab 2 candy here. North now. The traveling merchant. Strange figure burdened by odd bundles emerges from the mist.
What are you buying?
What are you buying? Let's see what you got. What are you selling? Oh, talismans, voodoo bags, sack of otherworldly. I wonder. Get some. Death mint might be good too. A little more expensive here. What are those talismans? Wards for the mind. You might find them useful. Dear ward. Cannot afford it. Alright. Let's see about the hoodoo bag. Powders of great magic. Bolster your statistics. So here I can get different stat boosts. Maybe more haste would be nice. Get evasion. Evasion is great for defense. Critical chance. Let's see if we can get some more crit. Oh, I don't have enough money. I wonder if I have enough money for death mints. I don't. I'm a poor boy. Nobody loves me. Oh, I had $3, and so now I'm all out of cash, and he is done with me. And you can check how much resources you have here. As you can see, I have 1 death mint. I have 10 candy, so I'm really okay on the candy front. Head north here into the forest. Darkwood. Be best not to tarry long. Head over to maybe the spooky house. West to the Bon Imp Manor tilts atop Headstone Hill. Spooky on a good day, but tonight it looks downright sinister. Looking down on you with its winking windows as the shutters flap in the cold breeze. Trick or treat time. Front door. Snake up the hill to the front door, only to find it open. Creaks back and forth in the wind as if the house were breathing. Dark. The door and all the shutters close in unison as soon as you've entered the house, leaving you in utter darkness. I don't have a flashlight. Try to turn back. Feel around the door, but it'd be no knob or handle. You're stuck here. Let's grope at the shadows. Uh-oh. You reach out a foot and begin shifting your weight. Before you realize there's no floor in front of you, you teeter, grasping desperately at the cold air before falling into the black. Oh, good. A red light wells beneath you. With a violent motion, you manage to whip your legs around in time to stick a 3-point landing. You ignore your aching feet and take a moment to perform a quick inventory check of your leg bone. Happy to find none out of their casing. How far did you fall? By the looks of the place, you may have fallen as far as holes go. Where am I? A Chimazine. Oh no, Torturers, these guys are tough. How far did I fall? All the way down. So they're all going first. We might want to give them some room here.
My body is ready.
Aboard. All guns strike, but please, I gotta be on the Turing test. The CPU is on 5.
Here comes the Pegasus first. And Chimazine here, this cat, is actually named after and voiced by our cat. The house cat here named Chimazine, which we feel is more of a hand panther than a cat at this point. It's a very large cat with a very tiny meow and a tiny head. I've moan walked, but I'm stuck here in place, so I still got this life siphon negative. Now this is gonna hurt, as you can tell. This is where things start getting a little rough. If I attack him, I'm going to take 2,672 damage reflected. So this is where things are going to get pretty rough. Let's try to hack in. So, hacked gives him an ability that is going to favor me. Let's see what happens. He guards me, so that means that if I take damage, it goes to him. Thing about damage reflect is that we only allow for basically one passing of damage, so it won't work well for that. You can't create guard chains, but we can destroy Chimazine. I'm pretty sure about that. Oh, wait, actually, she's going to jump back here 2 spaces and out of my line of sight. That tricky cat. Come back here, you.
This ain't stalking. Ratio.
There we go. Poor Chimazine. Alright, there. Now, taunted. We're going to detaunt this Torturer as well. And now maybe Rob is actually going to be our best bet. I don't know if I want to take him in here. Might just set up a little manhole here. If I do this, I'm still taking a lot of damage. It's gonna be rough. We'll just hold in place for now. I think my best bet is going to be to try to confuse them. And let them kill each other. If possible. Let's make sure that we stay hacked here. This is rough. Yeah, let's see. There goes the moan walk. Uh-oh. Coming in on a non. That's not good. Use your VPN.
Hold up. Let me turn on my VPN.
So see, that sends the damage back to the Pegasus. But now since he's attacking us from behind, I can't use my moan walk. Now, this is where that difficulty's coming into play. 3 lashes. Oh no. Rob! He's zombieing on. That's what he does. Zombies are notoriously hard to kill. Now, I wish I had some dispels right about now. My party is not very well set up for this encounter because they do not have a dispel amongst them. But what I can do now is give some fake news, some spread around the confusion back here, and see if maybe they can attack each other. Just a little disinformation in the morning time. And we'll go ahead and we can take this Pegasus out because it's dangerous here in the back row for sure. So that's it for this Pegasus. This dot ought to finish him off. .com. I don't think I should spread any more damage around there. Take a little zombie bite out of him, actually, to heal up, I think. Oh, no. He's still got the damage reflect, so that's not going to work for us. This is the tough call. I think we'll just let Anon take him out. Step up so that the torture can't get through. Now, Remaindered can take out Timazine. Let's get that hacked ability going here. That guard is going to help us too. We'll finish off Chimazine. No, you don't, kitty cat. Come back here. And move back in place. So we can get that sweet, sweet hacked ability. And so that right there was Anon's doing. That was that .com. Just killed the Pegasus. Now let's see what these guys do. If they attack me... Uh-oh. Now that... There we go. They're attacking themselves, you see. I'm going to keep them confused. Keep myself guarded. And let them do the work.
You think my KD ratio cares about age?
That sweet fake news.
Oh, I'm getting so greasy.
My werewolf counts up to 9. I'm going to turn into a werewolf pretty soon here. That's because I ate that pup tart. There it is. Yes. Fusion.
It's your boy.
And now we can finish him off. We'll just finish him off with a non and we'll have a candy afterwards. Buckler. Very He-Man-esque buckler. Now to get out of here fast. I hate to say it, but I think I may have dropped some candies. How many is some? I don't know. More than 1? Less than 5? Well, we had a lot, so forget it. Leave the candies.
Dope. You accept
Still don't need that aim, I don't think. This is an upgrade. And here we're going to gain some good defenses, though we'll lose some siphon and... I don't know if I want to lose that siphon right now. It's the only thing that'll keep me alive if I attack these guys. But so since I decided to leave the candy, I can just exit the level. Otherwise I would have had to fight for my candy.
That's 33 kinds of wheat.
So here I can increase my range even on a melee ability. When I do that, I don't need aim for it. I can just actually use it. We'll give it to Robson, since he's really not able to get to the front lines fast enough. Here we'll just click through and give other things here. This is a conservation of AP. Obviously, I have a lot of AP simply because I have a very big speed charms, which I'm about to show you here in a second. But if you didn't, then that would be really important because that's your sort of economy. So here I would enter the haunted house and continue on. But since we're almost out of time for the stream, I'm just going to go ahead and show you what would happen. I'm going to go ahead and end the run and get my reward. So here I get a token and a lot of gold. I can also look at how I did. I get a little reward code here that I can share my gold with friends, or if you want to come on the Discord, we've got a lot of reward codes that you can copy and paste and redeem. And boom. Oh, I got an upgrade. And here I already had some waiting for me. So these are charms. You open up these little balls here. Little gotcha balls, and you get some charms. So I ended up getting a front power charm that's going to affect anything that attacks, any attacks done from the front. I can come over here and buy some more of my tokens. So let's say I wanted to buy just a bronze token here to demonstrate. I would get a bronze charm out of this. Now, bronze charm is not going to be useful at my level because I'm already fully diamond out. As you can see, this is sort of the high end of the game. You also have these cool unique charms here that you can explore on your own. So I have 29 pages of these charms that you can go check out. You can also, let's say I wanted to do, I don't know, hours here. You can combine charms to create new charms. I just combine 2 power charms to get a critical chance charm. You have recipes here that you can discover to combine your charms and create all kinds of interesting charms. You can see this is all sort of physics driven, so it's a lot of fun to play with. I got my sumo here. These are dual stat charms here, so it's haste and speed. So that's, you can see that's where I'm getting a lot of my speed from. I have a bunch of, like, this is super end game perfect diamond charms, so it's kind of cheesy what I was doing there, but the game can still be very challenging, as you saw there. If you adjust the difficulty, you can always get a challenge out of it. And so that's pretty much going to do it for the stream. Of course, you have plenty of games that you can go through here, and they'll all have different campaigns. You've got a lot of different little characters that you can select here. And download more by just hitting download here. You'll search through the workshop. There's almost like 1,000 of them. Here's where you enter the codes. You just paste in the code that you got there. And of course, it has to be valid. You can't use your own codes. You can search, you know, so if I wanted to search for, let's just say Mason or whoever I wanted to do, I can actually search here or just enter a term. So this is good for when you start getting a lot of, you know, different characters. You can look for dark or like fire, for instance, if you wanted to have fire, water. You know, there's a lot of search terms that you can do here so that you can actually find your different downloaded characters. And there's a lot of fun ones. I'm just giving you a glimpse there of some really fun ones that you can download. There are, like I said, hundreds to choose from. So please join us on Discord and check us out. This Steam, this Halloween campaign is on Steam now. It's live and it's completely free for anyone who owns the game. And of course, also search through your games here because there's a lot of games. The main game is a sort of tower of 25 levels. They're all roguelike. So floor 1 is basically its own campaign. Floor 2 is its own campaign, and so on and so forth. That's voiced by John Delancey, so that's a lot of fun. Thank you for watching.